It's a pleasure to be joined by UFC Flyweight champion Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina, thanks so much for coming back on the show. We really appreciate your time. Heading into your 6th title defense this weekend, does it just feel like, just another fight week at this point, or are there still some nerves heading into big events like this?
It's never same feeling. It never feels that, okay, it's another day in the office. No, it's never. Every time fight, it's bringing so much energy. It's like all of the energy, nerves and energies that you put in your preparation, in your training camp. So it's every single fight is unique because you're fighting different opponents with different fight style, and you have to be ready and prepared yourself for exactly this tactic. So it's every time feel as starting over.
Well, let's talk about your opponent for just a moment. Lauren Murphy, a former Invicta champion, a 5-fight winning streak now, but her last fight against Joanne Calderwood was a bit less than convincing. I mean, firstly, I guess, what strengths and dangers do you see Lauren Murphy posing to you? And secondly, I suppose, what weaknesses have you identified in her game?
Oh, I would tell you that if we're speaking about top level fighters and the UFC roster, there is kind of like all of them, they possess a lot of danger. And speaking about Lauren, I watched her fight, I watched her, what she's doing, like the way she's doing. So I have my marks, I have my notes where I have to be careful and what I have to do to win her. But it's kind of like game plan, and if I will speak loud about what I'm gonna do, where's her like weak sides or something like this, it's kind of like giving this advantage even to her, because she will know it. And what I can tell you is that I'm preparing for all my opponents very strong, and I'm not considering no one easier than the other one. And this is why I prepared for everything. Even like, as I say, even if she's not planning to do some techniques, I'm ready for it. So I know it's going to be hard because she's like hard opponent, very like holding good punches, but it's kind of like whatever. I fight with the best girls like in the world, and they are heavier and stronger. That's why I just will be myself and put my game on top.
Yeah, you don't want to give the game plan away just yet, but after you beat Caitlin Chikagian at UFC 247, you jokingly said after the fight that you were expecting a wheel kick knockout. Can we get a mystic prediction of how you might stop Lauren Murphy this weekend?
Everything can happen because I have them all. I have all like arms what I need to have to be able to finish the fight in the way with what no one is expecting. This is a kind of like what I was showing on my fights. Everyone was expecting from me one technique, but I completely did another one. So yes, because I just like have them all, and this is what my coach Pavel Fedotov trained me to have more arms. Yeah. Like kicks, punches, like everything, wrestle, just to be ready for anything.
Well, speaking of those moves, Valentina, one of my favorite, techniques of yours is when you catch the body kick and turn it into a takedown and quickly transition to the crucifix. We see that so often. We saw it against Priscilla and against Jessica Andrade. How often do you practice that particular sequence in training?
Oh, it's kind of like it's combination of my Muay Thai style and MMA style. So it's kind of like everything that I was learned for like all the years what I practice in martial arts since 5 years old when I started. Yeah. And it's kind of like a combination between the technique, my body type, and ability to perform this technique in my own type, the way when it's gonna work like better for me. This is what I really like to do on the trainings. It kind of like have one technique and just trying to make it comfortable for myself. Just add a little bit here, add a little bit there, and make it just my own style.
Amazing. Valentina, I wanted to ask you about your goals in terms of your career and accomplishments. 6 title defenses would put you equal with Ronda Rousey, and that's quite incredible. Do you ever plan on breaking these records, or do you sit at home and think about these milestones, or does that sort of stuff not really mean too much to you?
No, I never was considering to break the record, to be like that, to be like that. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't like this this kind of like putting goals in front of me, because it's once you put it in your head, it's kind of like starting take over you.
Yeah.
Put control over you. And this is what I don't really like to do. I just want to enjoy every single day. And it's kind of like not that enjoy that every people understand, like nice enjoy, because you actually cannot enjoy hard trainings because you have to push yourself. You cannot really enjoy, as we understand, enjoy when someone hit you to the face. So it's kind of like different. But by the end of all the sacrifice that you had to put on top of the list to be and do what you are doing right now, for me, it's like being martial artist. And this is the real joy. And this is like what I really love to do. Every single day, it's different. I don't know, when I go travel, it's every single day, it's bringing so much new things to me, to my understanding the world, to make me a better person, to make me understand more the world, how it works, how it's like the all entire things. And it's kind of wonderful to see when you was like a few years ago, and here now it's a more real time. It's kind of like see how you was different back then. This is what I mean, enjoy. It has this real joy of the life.
Well, that's true. I mean, you can certainly enjoy, I guess, how much that you seem to be improving. And that's, I guess, what's quite remarkable about this run that you're on, is that you seem to keep getting better and better. But I guess in terms of like celebrating that, where you were and where you are now, I mean, do you ever reflect on it at all? Do you ever look back and think about, wow, what I'm achieving right now really is quite amazing? I mean, is that something you think about ever?
It's not time yet. It's not time yet. I think that people can look back, appreciate in this turn only when they are done, when they are thinking, okay, no more, I did everything. I like, but when you're keep moving, when you're like creating your history and creating your life the way what you are doing, it's not time to stop, because you have to focus on the things that look like forward, that waiting for you still. But when you start to analyze your past, it's kind of like will bring you over there, and you will kind of like stay and not making any progress. So this is what I don't want to do, because I know I have to be better and better every day. And this is why I every time looking in the future.
Well, let's look at the future then. We won't look at the past. Valentina, it is quite amazing to look at what you've accomplished. Looking ahead, though, bear with me. I've got the flyweight, all the top flyweight contenders in front of me now, not including Lauren Murphy. We've got Andrade, Shikagian, Maya, Calvillo and Araujo lost to Caitlin. Calderwood lost to Murphy. You've got Jessica Ai. Grasso's fighting Calderwood. You have cleaned out this division. All these contenders, you've either beaten them or they have lost to someone who you've beaten recently. I mean, I know you don't want to look past Lauren this weekend, but is it a genuine danger for you that you might be running out of people to beat?
Oh, I don't think so, because every single time we have more and more female fighters who are like coming into the flyweight division, and they're really good. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a top level of competition. And my goal as a champion, just fight like two heads over them all, and this is what my goal. But if you can look onto them, they are like all very strong, all very like competitive, and every time like showing their best and amazing skills, each fighter in the flyweight division. And every time you can see more and more younger fighters coming in, more and more coming from different like weight classes, sometimes different promotion. That's why I don't think that this is the issue.
Valentina, you are on this amazing winning run, but it's very rare that you even lose a round. I mean, such is your dominance. I know you know that this question is coming, but the only person whose dominance seems to rival yours is your old foe, Amanda Nunes, with 9 consecutive championship wins. You're aiming for your 7th. Are you expecting that trilogy fight to happen, and do you want it to happen?
I'm ready. I'm ready to fight anyone, and I every time was saying that I want to fight the best, and I'm really up to fight the best. And it's kind of like if destiny will put our third fight, I'm gonna do it, and I hope she's gonna do it. I'm not sure about her, but I know I can speak about myself. And when it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I will be ready.
Well, Valentina, you've certainly forged your own legacy with this amazing run that you're on. I just wanted to ask you lastly, we've seen how talented you are inside the octagon, not only with your record, but with your skill set as well. But also, you can speak countless languages, you can dance, you're very passionate about your pistol shooting, and you were in that movie with Halle Berry, and you're into your film directing as well. Are there any other talents that we should expect potentially from Valentina Shevchenko that we haven't seen yet?
Oh, this summer we spent amazing trip on a boat. So we were like living on a boat, traveling by boat in Washington State in Puget Sound. So the other thing, it's like boat captain, and right now it's motorboat. But I'm looking forward to sail, and hopefully to sail far, maybe around the world.
Is there anything you can't do? That sounds amazing to me. It seems that you've ticked every box. Valentina Shevchenko, what a pleasure it always is. We really appreciate your time here on Fox Sports in Australia. You've got a lot of fans here who'll be cheering you on, and hey, all the best this weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.